And so, yesterday when I was talking to this client, she went off for about 20 minutes telling me all the things that we did wrong and all the things, and it wasn't things that we did wrong. For example, the inspector, when he opened the ceiling, he had insulation that fell down. And of course, that was our fault. The inspection took 3.5 hours. That was our fault. So none of these things were our fault, but what I did was, the process was, I listened to her. I didn't interrupt her. I let her get it all out. I agreed with her. Everything she was saying, oh, I understand. I agree. Oh, I could see how you feel that way. Yeah, I totally see what you're saying. I just kept agreeing. After she got done, I took a step back and said, let's start over. Let's start over from the very beginning. First of all, I want to apologize. I think you have a lot of valid points. As soon as you apologize, the guard comes down. Because in today's world, you guys know as well as I do, it's very, very difficult to get an apology out of someone. I mean, think about your personal lives. Think about your spouses. I mean, you guys will fight like cats and dogs. How hard is it to get someone to say, I'm sorry? Sometimes it comes days and weeks and months later when the ego is down and the frustration is down. They'll say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry about that time. You were right. Sometimes it takes, think about every world war in the country, or every world war in the entire world. Do you realize, this is a very valid point, do you realize that every world war that there's ever been, both parties, 150% thought that they were right? Otherwise, they would not have risked thousands, if not millions of people on their front lines dying every single day. They did that because they were willing to go to war to fight for what they believe in. So sometimes I think we get so caught up in I'm right and that person's wrong. Many, many times there is no right or wrong. It's a belief system. It's the way you were raised. It's the way you were brought up to believe. Someone else may believe the exact opposite. So get out of this right and wrong, because there's no right or wrong. There's someone that believes A, and then there's someone who could argue B. There's someone who believes in this religion, and there's someone who believes in that religion. Many world wars are fought over religions. And think about it, nobody really knows the truth. But yet we're willing to go to war and die over something that we really cannot prove and have no clue about, but it's what we were raised to believe. And we're willing to go to war over it. So if we're willing to go to war and die over something that we can't even prove, imagine all these other small things that people get caught up in, who's right and who's wrong. It's not a matter of who's right and who's wrong. It's a matter of compromising, taking a step back, looking at it from the other person's viewpoint, and try to find something in the middle. That's sales. That's not real estate. That's not insurance. That's not stocks. That's the sales game. It's trying to view it from the other person's viewpoint and come to a common ground where you both feel like it's a win. That's when everybody wins. When both people feel like they got something.